Manny sits up further in his seat and says, when they called me about this meeting, I was the first one to show up. I was here early. He reached into his briefcase and started throwing bills out on the dining room table. He says, this has gone to a collection agency. A collection agency. It's a $42 bill. Now there's a $35 late fee attached to it. That's ridiculous. You and I both know you could have paid this, but you aren't handling your business. You're not handling your business.
This is the potter's touch.
Greetings, brothers and sisters, in the name of the Lord. This is a teaching that I believe is absolutely invaluable. As people are downsizing, as people are relocating, as they're moving in and out of relationships and marriages and empty nest syndromes, the one thing that is sure about life, as soon as you get it all pinned down, it will always change. If you have the liquidity of thought and the nimbleness of mind, the flexibility to be able to reposition yourself, you can always keep moving forward. It is the inflexible that become overwhelmed. Reposition yourself is a teaching that helps you to be flexible enough to move with the flow, the ebbings and the tides of life. Take a look.
That's when you speak up. You've had enough of this confrontation, intervention, mumbo jumbo, annoyed and embarrassed. You blurt out, I am not addicted to anything. I'm in control of myself and my circumstances. I did all right for myself without any of you, and I'm still okay by myself. I am not addicted to any of you or anything else. L. Lover and D. Dreamer speak up simultaneously in unison. They say, you are addicted. You're addicted to apathy. L. Lover continues, that's right, you're addicted to apathy. We all saw you stop caring. We watched you stop dreaming and believing. D. Dreamer says, sadly, you seem like you are hooked on indifference. And I know for sure that no real passion burns inside of you. Not like it used to. Not anymore. Manny, the manager, speaks up. A new voice enters the conversation. It has affected everything. Manny couldn't take it anymore. He explodes. It has affected your business. Your finances are going to hell. And don't even get me started on your credit. His anger boils over when he says, you are just letting things go. You don't handle your business anymore. You won't face up to issues, and they are not getting any better. They are getting worse. Manny had clearly held his peace as long as he could. He seemed annoyed, almost belligerent when he spoke. Everyone at the table looked at him almost surprised, but that was how Manny was. D. Dreamer patted Manny on the knee under the table and tried to calm him down, but he would not stop. He exclaimed, no, I'm going to say something. This has gotten out of hand. You see, Manny, the manager, is a part of you who knows what ought to be done. He is angry because you won't allow him to confront you about this apathetical attitude that has ruined your business opportunity. It has carjacked your credit ratings and murdered many chances you had to be further along financially. Manny is a number cruncher. You know the type, a computer geek of a guy. He's a tell it like it is sort of guy. He is not the tender guy like L. Lover, nor diplomatic like D. Manny is a guy who deals with the facts and the figures. He cuts to the chase. He tells it like it T.I. is. He continues, do you know you're getting older? And if you keep spending like you're spending, listen, I'm in your life to ensure that when you are old, you have a retirement. And I am in your life to make sure that you do not keep going on emotional buying binges. I watch you buy what you want and then struggle for what you need. Look, I'm going to be honest. It makes me sick. I wanted to set your finances on track so that you could pay for your children's education or have money to invest in a home or that vacation spot you saw down in the Bahamas. If you had followed my plan, you would be shocked how much further you would be by now. If 20 years ago you had invested the price of a Happy Meal, you would have been a millionaire by now. I mean, a Happy Meal could have made you an ecstatic investor. You could have had it all together. But listen. Even now, it's not too late. That's why I'm here today. That's why I'm here today. You have to stop this apathy, this terrible missing in action mentality you seem to have. I don't know where you caught it from. You caught it from somewhere. It's like you've contracted a spendthrift virus, or maybe you have a financial flu. Maybe it's because of how bad you and L. Lover are getting along. I notice that when your love life isn't right, you overcompensate by overspending. Or maybe it's because you and D. Dreamer aren't working things out. You seem to have lost any sense of delayed gratification. If you would just wait a minute, you could have had so much more of the good life and reach your dreams. But in the absence of dreams that Dee talked about, you just spend away the moment for whatever reason. When things aren't going right with them, it affects you and me. You stop managing your business, you spend too much of your time, and I dare say your money too, on things that are not valuable. I just have to come out and say it. Your priorities are just simply whacked. They're just whacked. Manny sits up further in his seat and says, when they called me about this meeting, I was the first one to show up. I was here early. He reached into his briefcase and started throwing bills out on the dining room table. He says, this has gone to a collection agency. A collection agency. It's a $42 bill. Now there's a $35 late fee attached to it. That's ridiculous. You and I both know you could have paid this, but you aren't handling your business. You're not handling your business. Manny looked at you and growled, I bet you don't even know your credit score. How can you correct what you will not confront? You won't look into getting out of this rut. What I'm trying to say is simple. If you stick your head in the sand and ignore things that you have the power to change, you can't blame anyone when they don't turn out the way you want them to. I'm here today because I care for you. And I'm here today because I believe in your dreams. But most of all, I'm here to try to get you to wake up out of that apathetical sleep you've been in and get a handle on your life. Listen, I know you have faith and I know you believe in God, but God helps those who help themselves. Or maybe I should just say faith without works is dead, being alone. You can't just pray about business. You have to do something about it. Doesn't the Bible say that the blessed man is the one who whatsoever he doeth shall prosper? Listen, God can't bless what you won't do. You haven't been taught correctly. Prosperity doesn't just come from giving an offering. It's good to be a giver, but you must also be a thinker and a planner and a worker. I'm not trying to get you to be rich. I just want you to have the best and most positive life you can have with the gifts and opportunities that God has given you. I don't know if you have any will to fight this, but I'm telling you right now, as he looks down at the business reports and the financial statements and the disconnect service notices and the student loans and the foreclosure notices slung all over the table, I'm telling you right now, it's not too late to turn this mess around. It's not too late to turn it around. But you have got to fight back in order to beat this addictive, destructive habit of being locked in a drugged state of apathetical indifference. Am I talking to anybody in here today?
Still to come on The Potter's Touch.
The second half of your life would far exceed anything you ever did in the first half if you were simply willing to reposition yourself a few parts that have been sadly neglected.
Bishop Jakes is bringing MegaFest back, and it's going to be right here in Dallas. So we're out here in the neighborhoods letting the families know that they need to get ready. Come on.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm great. You know why? Because
Why?
MegaFest is coming back. Is your family registered?
No.
I'm going to register myself. I think I see babies behind you.
Honey!
Let me tell you about this mega youth experience. We got stuff just for your age group. Concerts, fun, and...
Can I help you?
Woman Thou Art Loose at MegaFest. I got you a ticket to the celebrity basketball game and the Women of Purpose concert, all right? All right. Just keep on running on for both of us. Whew. You look like you've been working hard enough. I got a vacation for your whole family. Go to mega-fest.com. And Power for You, we got empowerment seminars. We have something for the whole family. Oh, to MegaFest we go. Come on, get in there, get in there. Get in there, I got the bags, don't worry about it. Get in there.
MegaFest 2013, happening August 29th through the 31st. Go to megafest.org or call 1-800-BISHOP2 today.
Dallas, that one.
Before you can catch your breath and let Manny's words really begin to sink in, B jumps into the conversation. You know B. I'm your spiritual self, the one who relates with God and seeks his truth in all areas of your life. Unfortunately, with your addiction to apathy, you have starved me and kept me malnourished, seeking to fill me with material things and expensive clothes and new cars and other toys. But we both know that there's something so much deeper and satisfying that you crave, a sense of purpose, the contentment from fulfilling your God-given destiny, an awareness of many blessings that he daily sends your way. Can I get the witness in here? To which you become oblivious and seem to ignore as you succumb to the repetition of routines. But you don't expect much from God at this point because of your painful past wounds that seem so unfair, your disappointment with pastors and churches that seem hypocritical and focused on judging you, and your idolatry to material things to fill a spiritual appetite. I try to point out that the ways that God breaks through and wants you to dream is to reposition yourself. Reposition yourself. Reposition yourself. Reposition yourself like Zacchaeus, the tax collector, climbing the sycamore tree to see the Savior. But you're numb out and tired and exhausted, preferring to go through the motions rather than really engaging in a relationship with your Creator, the one who makes you creative, the one who wants to comfort and heal and inspire and motivates you to new heights unknown. It comes through serving God. If you truly want to improve yourself and experience a total life makeover, to break through the addictions of mediocrity that's permeated your life at this point like a deadly virus, then the key to your recovery must rely on strength and provisions that will come in your spiritual life. It doesn't necessarily involve going to church or joining the choir. All of that's good in its place. But without a personal relationship with God, that can become real empty too. What it does involve is focusing on what your soul hungers and thirsts for instead of numbing it up and dumbing it down and going through the motions. You're blinding me in hopes that I won't see how you're living your life apathetically. But I'm still here. And I know you were made for more than this. And you, my brothers and sisters, are running out of time. B looks you directly in the eyes and shoots her questions like bullets into your soul. Check these out. Do you want a meaningful life? Do you? Do you want to experience a peace that passes all understanding, an abundant life filled with purpose and joy? Is that what you want? Then it's time to fight for your life back, to rekindle the hunger for holiness and for righteousness and seek out his destiny for you, renouncing all of the trough of the pig's food you've been freebasing, and returning home to the Father's who's waiting to run down the road to meet you. He'll guide you. He will guide you. But only you can leave the dead end alley where you've been crouching and take the first step on the exciting journey known as the rest of your life. Aren't you tired of the slop for which you've been settling? Talk back to me. You may have squandered your resources so far, but God delights in providing for his children with what they need. He'll give it back to you. When you rely on him, he'll give it back to you. It's time right now. Do you hear me? It is time right now. I'm calling you together as the Father calls together his children. It is time right now to wake up out of your sleep. I have been praying for you. I have been praying for you while you drove to work. I've been praying in your mind beneath the clutter of the day. Today demands. I have been praying about the instabilities, the infidelities, and even the insecurities that the rest of these guys don't even know you have. God said, return unto me, and I will return unto you. He is not gone. He is really just buried beneath all of this stuff, these distractions in your life. He loves you. Even when you are wrong and ignoring him, he still loves you. Can you imagine what it would be like if you really got together with God again? Can you imagine how rich and how full and how exciting your life could be if you would just do these simple things? Suddenly you can't hold back your emotions any longer. The group huddles around you and joins hands, and B lifts her voice, and then Manny, followed by L Lover and D the Dreamer, and they each pray a prayer of courage and relief for you, and they ask for divine guidance and assistance in breaking through the addictions and the curses and the distractions and coming back to your senses. Come back to your senses. Come back. Wake up, wake up, wake up out of your sleep. Wake up out of your sleep. As troubled and disturbed as you are by their confrontation, you know that something has to give. Something has to change in your life. You know it. You can shout over it. You can dance over it, but you know I'm telling the truth. You know it as well as they do. And as their voices fade and your hands remain clenched, you whisper, I'm ready. Somebody in this room, whether over your relationships or your finances or your dreams that have been smothered beneath your responsibilities, and you know if you don't reposition your life now, you're never going to get it done, I want you to shout it at me, I'm ready. I'm ready. If it means opening my heart or opening my head or opening my mind or handling my business or doing whatever I've got to do, I cannot allow the enemy to steal the second half of my life. Brothers and sisters, sit with me just a moment. I set up this mock scenario with all of these characters who exist in all of us, in an attempt to discuss with you something that I've had to face in my own life. These pseudo characters are the voices of reason that we often muzzle and rather than listen to. But if they could intervene and confront us in love, we would all be better people. I guess I just wanted you to know that there is more life in your life. I wanted you to know that you could be more fulfilled if you had the courage to make some minor changes, some small adjustments, the second half of your life would far exceed anything you ever did in the first half if you were simply willing to reposition yourself. A few parts that have been sadly neglected. I want to tell you something. As your pastor, as a bishop, as a father, as a man, as just a guy who struggles like you can have a better life. No matter how good it is, you can have a better life. The question is, are you willing to fight for it? Like an alcoholic recovering from the throes of his addiction, are you willing to fight the urge to settle for less and endure the hard work required to reposition yourself? My friend, the time has never been better for you. If you're ever going to do it, you're going to have to do it right now. Wake up. Wake up out of your sleep. Wake up. Time is running out. Yes, we could keep coming to church and singing songs and waving our hands and shouting and going home and smothering our frustration. Or we could do what the Bible challenges us to do, to simply make a decision to live again, to love again, to fight again, to go to work again, to get a grip on the areas of your life that are out of control, to start talking to people that you've been murmuring to. Is the coffee ready? Where's the newspaper? Good morning, what are you wearing to work? We're not there. We're not there. We're not alive in the moment. Now I hear you talking about the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But what you don't understand, there's nobody gonna come in your house with a fork, with a big old pitchfork and a red suit on. He's stealing from you every day that you don't maximize, every moment that you don't live, every relationship that you don't play to the fullest. He is robbing you blind. And I'm telling you right now, with all that I know inside of myself, the second half of your life is supposed to be crazy. It's supposed to be wonderful. It's supposed to be ridiculous. It's supposed to be your A game, your best game. If the choir sings the best is yet to come another time, I'm telling you, and I see us shouting and hooping and hollering, but the best won't come if you don't make it come. It won't happen if you don't call it. It won't happen if you don't take action. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to spend the next 20 years living exactly like you've been living. You have to have the courage to confront yourself. If your friends don't have an intervention, have one for yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and say, you've been acting like a fool. Get yourself together. Shake hands with 3 people and tell them something is about to happen. Something's about to happen. Something's about to happen. In your life, in your relationships, in your business, something is about to happen. Something is about to happen. Something is about to happen. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Wake up out of your sleep. Don't miss it.
Hey, we got to stop right there, but we'll be right back right after this.
Learn to reposition your life with Bishop Jake's latest message.
If you will allow God to do some shifting in this season in your life, it will not take you long to come into alignment for what God is going to do in your life. But God is going to do a quick work in your life in spite of the original injury that started this problem in the first place. God is going to snap some things into place in your life that's going to reposition you and bring you into alignment and the best.
Order your copy of this dynamic message on CD or DVD when you write us. Visit our website or call 1-800-BISHOP2. Be lifted up from tragedy to testimony.
It's not in the place, baby. It's on the way. We're praying about the destination, but God is planning for the journey.
Be lifted up by the power of expectation.
Where you get in a mundane rut of low expectations. Ordinariness is the enemy of miracles.
Be lifted up by calling on the name of Jesus.
You don't need any more money. You need a miracle. God's getting ready to lift your entire situation.
For helping us reach others with your gift of $75 or more, you will receive Lift Me Up on CD, along with a coaster set with words of encouragement. Just write us, visit our website, or call 1-800-BISHOP-2.
I'm tired of crying in this house. I'm going to speak to my debt and my fear and my loneliness.
And when your gift is $150 or more, we will include Bishop Jake's book, God Longs to Heal You, helping you free your mind, body, and spirit. Be lifted up today.
It's coming.
We are going to turn Dallas inside out.
The biggest family-friendly festival is back together again at MegaFest 2013. Inspiration. Thousands will be transformed. Family. 3 event-packed days for the whole family. Music. The nation's top Billboard artists will be in Dallas, all in one weekend. Empowerment. Seminars and sessions for all ages. Entertainment. McDonald's Inspiration Celebration Gospel Tour. Just Church and Comedy Show. Women of Purpose Concert. Ball Up Championship Game. And more.
It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited about it. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. If you haven't registered, you better get on it.
Meet us in Dallas, Texas, August 29th through 31st. Register at mega-fest.com or call 1-800-BISHOP-2 today.
We do it big in Texas.
You got dressed up and put your clothes on and sprayed your cologne on to present yourself a certain way, but we're not having no trouble with who you appear to be. Who you appear to be is looking good and doing good and acting fine. Who you appear to be's got it together. I am tired of preaching to who you appear to be. I want to minister to who you are. And all of those voices that our mime team depicted with me, those are in you. Saying your life isn't gonna come together, you got to take control of it and bring it together.
We've got to stop there, but I pray for those of you who are facing the daunting task of needing to reposition yourself, whether it is geographically, spiritually, domestically, relationally, academically, it doesn't matter. Change is always difficult. The tools that I share in my materials and in my book go into deep detail to encourage you and to, in fact, empower you with the possibility of simply changing. Reposition yourself. When you can't change anything else, the people, their attitude, the circumstance, you change yourself. And my, what a relief it is. God bless you. Have a good one.